Welcome back to the NPL New South Wales Women's Competition. We are here at North Turramurra for round 21 between the Northern Tigers and the Gladesville Ravens. So it's like rest, I guess, like regular. Oh god, it's so weird to like do it out of nowhere. What a strike from the Tigers at the back. Is that good? That's fine. That's so awkward to like do out of nowhere. Everyone starts looking at me and I'm also just feel awkward. Anyway. Grab my notes up. Got the lineups here. Refs are coming, so whenever you're ready. Alrighty, you ready to go? Okay, cool. Yeah. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the NPL New South Wales Women's Competition here with the first match of round 21. The Northern Tigers taking on the Gladesville Ravens here at North Turramurra Recreation Area. I'm Annabelle Banfield, and I'm really excited to be at this game because it is a super close one. Gladesville Ravens currently 5th on the ladder. The Tigers 6th. They played just 10 days ago in the Sapphire Cup, and the Tigers managed to get a 4-0 win. So can they recreate that, or can the Ravens come out and get some revenge here tonight? Should be a super exciting game, and a game that sort of decides the fates of these two sides heading forward in the competition. Just 6 rounds to go before we hit the finals. And it's time for teams to start proving themselves, working their way up into the top 4. If they're going to claim one of these final spots. Kickoff is very close here at North Turramurra, so I will take you through the starting lineups for the Northern Tigers. Number 2, Josie Wilson. Number 4, Isabella Keach. Number 7, Hannah McNulty. 8, Jade McAtamney. 9, Shadeen Evans. 11, Lily McMahon. 12, Saffron Grass. 15, Abby Middleton. 39, Amy Hall. 71, Alexandra Hune. And 74, Bo Burton. And then off the bench, number 13, Amira Makunja. 14, Beth Bernardi. 16, Olivia Cartwright. And 26, Phoebe Riley. The away side today, the Gladesville Ravens, although they haven't had to come too far. Starting for them, number 3, Annabelle Dajko. Number 5, Kiko Tanaka. Number 6, Kimberly Davey. 8, Annie Halls. 13, Deborah Ann Delaharp. 17, Claudia Cholakian. 22, Romina Paragira. 25, Ellie Howard. 26, Brianna Boccini. 37, Elizabeth Copus-Brown. And 51, Isabella Edwards. And off the bench for the Ravens, number 1, Eliza Coleman. 4, Eleanor Lidbetter. 7, Renee Poutney. 18, Lara Brewis. 19, Natalie Sproul. And 27, Cora Villa. It'll be the Ravens in blue, their away strip here tonight, running from right to left across your screen, who get us underway. Couple of changes for both sides from their round 20 match last week. the Tigers, Bo Burton has been promoted to the starting lineup. And for the Ravens, they have Tanaka and Deborah Andelahart both playing, who weren't in action last week against the Football New South Wales Institute. Here's Middleton now driving up the right-hand side, playing a ball forward who I think was meant for Shadeen Evans, but not sure she was on the same page there. These teams came off vastly different results last week. For the Gladesville Ravens, they had a big win, 4-1 over the Football New South Wales Institute. 4 different goal scorers too for the Ravens, so great performance for them. And although the Tigers didn't get the win, it was also a big performance. 3-3 draw with currently second place MacArthur Rams is definitely a good result for the club. Well, here comes the first corner of the night. It'll be interesting to see how the wind affects this ball in, because not only is it quite cold here at North Turramurra, the wind is absolutely atrocious. If you can see the corner flag blowing behind Jade McAtamney there, it is swirling around in all sorts of directions. Ball in from McAtamney. She's delivered it well to the back post, and it's in! I believe that came off the head of Bo Burton, and that is a very quick goal here at North Turramurra. I was here just 2 weeks ago, and they also scored in the first couple of minutes then. So these Tigers, they've got a knack for scoring early. Can they hold on to it here? I'm not sure the Ravens had kicked us off, but they barely touched the ball, and they've already seen a goal go into their own net. So can they recover from that, the Gladesville Ravens? Here's Dashko on it, looking long towards Edwards. Just a reminder, Isabella Edwards was married earlier in the year during the season, so congratulations to her and her partner, but her name on dribble and a lot of the official sort of Football New South Wales documents still reads as her maiden name, Isabella Habuda. So if you want to know who Edwards is, it is number 51, the Gladesville Ravens striker, Isabella Edwards, with her married name. Ravens in no rush to press here, happy to slide along the back. There's the goal scorer, Bo Burton, getting more touches on the ball in a bit of space here. Ball was just a bit too heavy for Evans, so Paragira can come out to claim it. Bounced in no man's land there between Edwards and Grass. Good switch of play there from Huon out to Wilson, who's got some room to move forward. Ravens opting to play a really compact defensive structure. Of course, these two sides faced off in the Sapphire Cup recently. And it was the Tigers who got the win and are through to the semi-finals of the Football New South Wales knockout competition. In that game, goals were scored by Nicola Dominikovic, Shadeen Evans, Hannah McNulty, and Olivia Cartwright. So there was lots of sharing from the Tigers. Unfortunately for the Ravens, not sharing across the board. They've gone all the way back here, the Tigers. Keach out to Wilson. Now Hyun. Ball stopped by Dashko of the Ravens. Trying to play Tanaka. Bit too heavy. And instead the Ravens will have a goal kick. It's only been 5 minutes here. Tigers up 1-0 already. And the Ravens barely able to keep the ball in the first 5 minutes. So they'll be hoping to settle down quickly into this one. Ball forward from Della Harp. Edwards unable to get on the end of it. Here's Wilson driving forward. The Ravens seem to be playing more of a 4-5-1. Their wingers hanging quite deep, looking to really have a defensive emphasis in this one. Keach looking for Hewen. There aren't a whole lot of players further forward available with the way the Ravens are choosing to defend. Here's Evans now on the ball. Reverse pass to Burton. McMahon. Tackle's made by the Ravens. And here's Copus Brown able to get on the end of it. Ball forward towards Edwards. It's stopped by Hewen. Once again, Wilson with plenty of room. I feel like I'll be saying that a few times tonight. Great ball in behind. Middleton finds McAtamney. McAtamney cuts it back. But she's tackled. Wins the throw in though, the Tigers. The Ravens this time with a throw in. Brianna Bacchini can certainly hurl the ball a long way. It's bounced over the top of Edwards. Who, it's a little bit surprising to see her as the one dressed very warmly with, long sleeve gloves and even the warm headband, considering she is the Canadian out there on the field. They get colder winter nights than this. But nonetheless, she must have acclimatised to the Sydney weather. Ball over the top towards McMahon. Played into Burton. Paragira just quick enough. Going long for Edwards. Who's the target a little bit all on her own at the moment for the Ravens. Here comes McMahon looking for Evans. It's stopped by Davey. Now Copus Brown to Edwards, who was offside. Tigers being left alone at the back, able to play with the ball. McNulty now. Able to play Hewen out wide. McNulty once again. Here's Edwards on the ball now. Can't control it though. Good amount of pressure coming from Isabella Keach. So far, these first 10 minutes, you've got to say that not only do they have one more on the scoreboard, but the Tigers also have had more possession in better areas, and they seem to be controlling this one here tonight. They're all the way back with their goalkeeper now, though, Amy Hall. With zero pressure on her, just going to walk the ball out. Keach and Amy Hall just having a little warm-up, passing at the back it looks like. The Ravens will not be moved out of their defensive block. Proving to be a very disciplined group. And it worked on that occasion. They've got the ball back here, the Ravens. Copus Brown loses it though. Here's McMahon. McNulty. And it's counter-attacks like that one there. If the Tigers can go quickly, that they can find the Ravens out of their shape. Middleton to McAtamney. Sort of bounced up and off her knee then. Over the sideline. Not just recently in the Sapphire Cup, these two teams also faced off round one of the competition. First time going around, and it was once again the Tigers who got the win there. 3-2 in that match. Goals for the Tigers from Amy Hislop, Lily McMahon and Nikola Dominikovic. And the Ravens too. The Ravens too coming from Annie Halls and Isabella Edwards. So the Ravens haven't managed to beat the Tigers all year. Can they create something tonight? They're in the box here now, the Tigers. Coming again. Tanaka clears the ball. Towards Edwards. It's Edwards and Keach battling for this ball. Keach has come off with it. Gives everyone a chance to have a little bit of a rest when the Tigers play with it at the back and the Ravens just hold off their defensive efforts. Not only will the weather keep everyone nice and fresh, but this sort of gameplay will, that's for sure. Tigers trying to speed up the ball a little bit, force the Ravens to make some quick decisions and get out of sorts. There's Della Harp, the Irish international, to just enough to get it to the captain Kimberly Davey, and it's Chalakian who's pushed down by Wilson, and the Ravens will have a free kick inside the Tigers' half, a place they haven't been much tonight. It's Dashko who will take it. Looks long towards Edwards. Doesn't get it over the Tigers' defence. Here's McMahon to McNulty. Back to Hall. Here's McNulty now into the Ravens half. Wilson. The last home game for the Tigers. Those two, Hannah McNulty and Josie Wilson, both made their 150th first grade appearance. As Middleton gets the cross in. Finds nobody in the box though. So it's an incredible sign of longevity and experience for the Tigers when you've got some of your players playing 150 first grade games. And not just that, but plenty of junior appearances for those two as well, coming through the ranks at the Northern Tigers. I believe they've been at the club for 14 and 13 years respectively. Wilson, I think the longer one of the two. Nonetheless, both of these sides have some experience within them. Here's Wilson towards Evans. It's stopped by Howard. And there's Ellie Howard clearing it for the Ravens. Straight back to the Tigers, though. Grass finds McNulty. Overlapping run made by Hewen, but she's not quick enough to get to that ball. Just a little bit heavy for her there. Quite a different game for the Ravens to test themselves last week against the Football New South Wales Institute, who were in 10th. I believe they're in 11th now. They certainly had the run of possession, the run of good positioning on the field. Different challenge for the Ravens to face tonight and try and prove themselves as a top team within this league. Cross comes in for the Tigers. It's cleared by Halls. Not very far though. Tigers still have it with Hewen now. She puts a ball into the area. It's caught the wind though and held up long enough for Paragira to come out. Wind affecting things on that ball there. Probably the first time we've seen it tonight, but certainly a windy, cold evening here at North Turramurra. With the Ravens so defensive, the Tigers can commit more players to attack. Here's Wilson going on a nice run from the back. Not quite for her there. Here's Dashko on it. Dashko back to Della Harp. Ball's pinched by Lily McMahon. Driving in at pace, beating a couple, Lily McMahon. She's laid off to Burton, back to McMahon with a spin. But a nice tackle made by Annie Halls, and she's hit the feet of Edwards. Nice ball to Copus Brown. They're outnumbered here, the Ravens. They need support. Here's Bacchini. Copus Brown. Through to Bacchini once more. She won't be quick enough to get there. But that's really the first signs of promise out of the Gladesville Ravens this evening. Here comes Cage. Out to Hewen. Just looking very relaxed here at the back, the Northern Tigers. In terms of, playing around at the back, playing out from the back. Bit of a training run for the Northern Tigers. Absolutely zero pressure coming from the Ravens, and it's clearly the plan. Will it prove successful? Here's McTamney. Burton. She's able to turn. Find grass. Now Hewen. Pass just a little bit off target there. Dashko looking for Edwards. She's got onto the ball here. Chalakian's in support. Chalakian over the top towards Copus Brown. Hauls out quickly. to get to it. McNulty. She's got Hyun. Now Wilson, that's the other thing. When the Tigers run into trouble in the midfield, which inevitably they do with good Ravens defenders in there, they've always got the backwards option available. Here's Halls, who had a strong game last week, team of the week for her, and also for the left back, Brianna Bacchini, after lovely goals from the both of them, particularly Bacchini. Long range effort. Her first goal for the Gladesville Ravens, and what a way to do it. If you haven't seen that, make sure you have a look on the NPL New South Wales social media channels. There's Bacchini looking forward for Edwards, not to be on that occasion. And they've lost it. The Ravens. I don't have anything official, but possession stats for the Tigers must be through the roof this game. Interesting to see if the Ravens come out with anything different in the second half, trying to win the ball back a bit higher up the field. Here's McMahon. McMahon with a strike. She was aiming it for Evans, but it got caught up in the wind and never quite made it to her. You just saw that ball sort of stop mid-air. It'll be balls from the right to the left that pick up speed, and crosses coming from the left-hand side for the Tigers just seem to stop. Here's Cage with the ball out to McMahon. Burton with the ball towards the back post, and no one made it. Not lovely driven ball in. Middleton to Evans. Looked like she was trying some sort of bicycle. Here's Burton again. Blocked by Dashko. McMahon. Once again blocked by the Ravens. They're in the firing line. Here's Copus Brown now for the Gladesville Ravens. Good ball over the top to Edwards. Isabella Edwards. Oh, just offside was Claudia Chalakian. And it would have been a goal. Albeit very against the run of play for the Gladesville Ravens, but that was well worked down the field by Gladesville. Very close. Chalakian, just the ball played slightly too late. And she'd already passed the last defender making that run. Would have been a nice assist for Edwards too, who's currently equal top of the Golden Boot ladder. Her and Bulls FC Academy's Amber Luchtmeyer currently sharing top spot. Here's Shaden Evans on the ball now for the Tigers. Lots of blue in her way. She's trying to cut inside. She's found McNulty. McNulty with some clever footwork. Can't lose Tanaka though. Now Makatamni. Middleton. Back to Wilson. Now Middleton once more. Grass. Tigers just trying to get that final shot off without Gladesville players in the way. Hyun finds the Ravens. Annabelle Dashko. Della Hart looking for Copus Brown, not to be. Here's Edwards. Isabel Edwards trying to win a corner. Well defended by the Tigers. Wilson looking for McNulty. Halls did well to read it. Chalakian back to Howard. And now Davey on the ball for Della Harp. And all the way back to Paragira. Bacchini now on the ball. Tries to play the ball quickly to Edwards. Didn't work that time. Good ball from Hewen forward to Burton. Almost able to get around Dashko. Good defending from the Ravens. Right back. Evans on the ball for the Tigers. All the way back to Hall now, trying to find some space here. The Northern Tigers. They've got plenty of space at the back. Ravens are allowing them that, but when they move up the field, it's a little bit more tricky. Here's Wilson taking on Howard. Beats her for speed around the outside. The cross wasn't to a Tiger. Tanaka tries to clear it. Not very far. And it's Halls who sends it out over the sideline. Well won there by Saffron Grass. Middleton. Out to Wilson. Now McAtamney. She had a nice goal last week against the Rams. She switches play this time out to Cage. Cage and Hewen appeared to have done a little switch in the last little while. Hewen playing more centrally and Keach out wide. Ravens have it back, not for long. Tigers on it once more. Good ball forward towards Middleton. Not quite. Chalakian tries to play the ball through for Edwards. Keach did well. Halls doing well in defence. Wilson makes up for her mistake though. Good tackle. And since that goal in the opening, 2 minutes, it's been Tigers having a lot of ball, but not able to, put anything in the back of the net. Score as it stands right now, it's 1-0 to the home side. Middleton finds McNulty. She almost trips on the ball, but she's still got it. McNulty through to Evans. Her shot's blocked by Dajko. Ravens almost have a back five in defence. So they're not afraid to really emphasise their defensive duties tonight. Here's McMahon. She's tripped by Delahop. And it's Jade McTamney lining up behind the ball. She's been strong on set pieces all season. Can she add another one to her name tonight? Sort of a tricky range. It's a long shot. It's a short sort of cross ball forward. McTamney. It's Paragira who saves it. Well defended by McTamney there to get her head on that ball. Inside to McMahon. And the foul's been awarded. Yellow card's gone up for Ellie Howard. I believe it is just on the edge of the box there. Clever run being made by Lily McMahon. She got 2 goals last week against the Rams. Another one the week before that against Apia Leichhardt, so she can score against the top teams in the comp. She's on a little bit of a streak. She was clipped up there by Ellie Howard. And this one is much closer for McAtamney. Definitely in her wheelhouse. She's got Keach, who's unmarked out to her right though. McTamney with the strike. Just over. Nonetheless, had good shape on it, that ball. When I saw it hit net, I wasn't 100% sure. Especially with the net blowing all over the place at the moment. It's hard to see the shape of the goal at that end. There's Dajko. Tigers' backline was quick to retreat, and so that ball couldn't make it over. Here's McMahon. She's tackled fairly that time. Tanaka back to Delaharp. That ball just seemed to stop mid-air for Annabelle Dajko. As did that one for Annie Halls. That wind is certainly strong and sort of swirling around a bit more to affect the Ravens as they try to play the ball forward. McTamney to Evans. Evans is able to face forward. Play the ball for Burton. Now to McTamney out wide. She's right in the corner here. Tries to play the ball into the box. Does so, but there's no Tigers who are getting on the end of that. They've won it back here. McMahon to Middleton. McNulty. And they've gone back. Now queuing out wide. Shadeen Evans on the ball. She's lost it. Can the Ravens make something happen here? Shalakian on the ball. Not quite over Wilson. Good footwork from Jane McAtamney. Just under 10 minutes to go here until half time. Tigers are pushing to try and get their second. Ravens are looking to hold them out and perhaps level it for themselves. Here's Davey to Dashko and back to Paragira. Ellie Howard, good ball forward. Bacchini will get to that. But she's hurt herself in the process, Brianna Bacchini. She's on the ground here, clutching ankle in a lot of distress, Brianna Bacchini. Physio's been called for quickly. You saw it straight away coming out of that tackle. She was hopping around and went to ground, quickly clutching the ankle. Obviously, we hope she's okay. Brianna Bacchini, she played excellently last week. As I mentioned earlier, had stunning long-range strike as part of the Ravens 4-1 demolition of the Football New South Wales Institute. Her first goal for the Gladesville Ravens it was, and that performance sealed Team of the Week for her. She's new to the Ravens this season. She's at the Blacktown Spartans last year. She will be substituted here. Doesn't look good for her, unfortunately. So thoughts are with Brianna Bacchini, and hopefully it's nothing major for the defender. Substitution has been made though. I believe it's number 18, Lara Brewis, who will take her place. Last week she also came off the bench, played a little bit higher though, a bit more of a winger role. Tonight she'll be wing back for the Ravens. Here they come, Chalakian. Dispossessing Keach. They were pressing that time, the Ravens, and it worked for them. McAtamney. Back to Keach. And she's sent out over the sideline. Brewis with her first touch. Throw in for her. Substitute again. Finds Halls. Bit of confusion there. It did go out and it will be a Tigers throw, says the referees. Samantha Newell in the middle tonight. Want it back quickly here. The Ravens. They've sort of, after that little break with Braccini, they've come out with a different sort of energy. The Ravens looking to get something out of this first half, it seems. Here's Howard, out to Brewis. Brewis inside to Copus Brown. Nice 1-2 between those two players. Brewis on the ball. Now it's the Tigers' turn to come. McTamney with a clever touch inside. She finds Hyun at the back. Strong challenge there. Grass and Halls. Tigers still have it though. Good ball forward to McMahon. Davey in covering defence to make the tackle. Ravens win it. Here's Halls. It's Chulakian back to Halls. Edwin's doing her best to stay on side. Davey to Brewers. Calls of handball from the Tigers. Referee plays it on. In what might be a good sign for Brianna Bacchini, she's up and walking, headed back to the bench out of the corner, so that is good news for her. Looked incredibly painful, so fingers crossed that injury is nothing too serious for her. Here's the Tigers coming forward. Now they've got a bit of room to move here, the Northern Tigers. Here's McNulty. She's won her side a corner. The last corner they had, the first moments of the game, was how they scored their goals. So interesting to see what happens here. It's from the other side. It's from the side that's experiencing the hardest time with the wind. McTamney will have to kick this with a lot of power to get into the box. But just as I say that, the wind might have taken a slight pause. Can she deliver it quickly before another big gust comes? Jade McTamney with the ball into the area. I think that's a free kick awarded for blocking Romina Paragira. No arguments out of the Tigers, so Brewers trying to play inside. Middleton did well defensively though, and it was blocked. Howard. Ravens struggling to play it out from the back. Here comes McMahon. Davey blocked the shot, but she is down. Soon as that contact hit, I thought initially it was in the back. It may have been head, and if so, you can never be too careful around head injuries, so she was down quickly and calling for the game to stop. She's up now. She's grabbing her back, which she does look to be in a little bit of discomfort, but nonetheless it's good it's not her head from that sort of range and that sort of power. But Good sportsmanship out of the Ravens to play it back to the Tigers. And the initial 45 minutes is up. There should be a little bit of injury time here, though, between his ankle and that last knock to Kimberly Davey. Switch of play from Huon. It's difficult in the wind tonight. Saffron Grass finds Bo Burton. Cage driving forward with a ball over the top, but it's straight to a Raven. Deborah and Delaharp coming with it now. Hall's on the ball to Brewers, who's cut inside cleverly there. Dashko to Edwards, tries to go back inside to Dashko, but Bo Burton's there in defence. She's been a little bit of everywhere this first half. Good defence from Keach. She's been strong at the back. Finds McMahon. Wickatamney's tackled by Delaharp. Here they come, the Ravens. Deborah and Delaharp. Beats Saffron Grass. She's found Copus Brown. It hit Wilson. According to the Ravens, it hit Wilson's arm. They wanted a handball awarded. Not to be, though, and we have halftime here at North Turramurra Recreation Area. Northern Tigers up 1-0 after a nice header from Bo Burton in the first couple of minutes of the game. After that, they've had the run of the possession, they've had the run of the chances, but the Ravens aren't out of this. It's only 1-0, so make sure you tune in after halftime for what should be a very exciting second half. Welcome back to the second half here at North Turramurra Recreation Area. As things stand, the home side are your leaders, up 1-0 after a very early goal to Bo Burton. Gladesville Ravens coming out of the sheds. They've got a point to prove after losing their first 2 matches of the year against these guys. Their Sapphire Cup quarter-final coming just 10 days ago. Tigers got the win 4-0. Can they run away with this one like they did then? I'm Annabelle Banfield, and I'm very excited to be taking you through this second half. Albeit a very cold, very windy North Turramurra here. The Tigers get things going. Good ball out to McMahon. Just getting the field now, no substitutions for either side. McMahon can't quite beat 3 of the Ravens, but I think she did 2 then. Evans, a good effort early here. Paraguay got down quickly to make the save. They've won themselves a corner. Could it be similar to the first half where they scored off their first corner in the opening minutes? Here's Jade McTamney. He's had plenty of success this season off a set piece. Ball into the area. Paraguay's come out. She hasn't been able to get it on her first try. Second did so. And quick release to Claudia Chalakian. And now it's Edwards on the ball. Tried to go quickly on the counter, but Middleton did well defensively. And the Tigers have it back with Wilson. I was also asked at halftime to do a shout out for the Tigers midfielder Izzy Gomez, who can't play today's match after picking up her 5th yellow last week, so she's serving her week-long suspension. She's serving it in New Zealand. Gone over to celebrate her friend and Apia Leichhardt's Mona Walker, her birthday, over in New Zealand. So I hear Izzy's listening in on the stream, so she should be back in action with the Tigers next week. They have looked strong in the midfield tonight. She would, of course, be a good addition to the side, but nonetheless, they have been good there, the Tigers. Here's Edwards coming now for the Ravens. She's forced out wide, gets the ball into the area. It's dealt with well by Isabella Keach. Tanaka with a long-range effort. Probably a little ambitious from the Japanese player. Good run made by Wilson. Can't quite keep it in, but that was looking promising for the Tigers. If they can move quickly side to side and exploit the space, they'll have a better chance, because the Ravens were playing a very defensive-minded game in the first half. Interesting to see as this game progresses, and that if they're still down by just the 1 goal, if anything changes and they start, being a bit more risky in terms of trying to equalise. At this stage, still playing a very holding defensive style. Although, as I say that, Chalakian steps up to press, so they may have had a chat at half-time and decided that the press was the way to go. Here's Edwards to Chalakian. She got on the score sheet last week, Claudia Chalakian. Free kicks given for the Tigers. Ball played long. Middleton chasing. Sideline gets there first. Tanaka, a good tackle, but poor distribution. Tigers have it once more. Whoever can get the win here tonight would gain ladder supremacy over the other team. As things stand now, if Tigers can get the win, they jump up to 5th place. And it'll be the Gladesville Ravens who drop to 6th. Both teams trying to mount an all-important push towards the final series with just, including this game, 6 rounds to go before we hit finals. Tigers have already secured a finals position in one of these games, knocking out the Gladesville Ravens to do so. They've secured a finals position for the Sapphire Cup knockout tournament. Semi-final they will play against the Northwest Sydney Spirit. Important tackle made there by Dashko. The other of the Sapphire Cup semi-finals will be Sydney University taking on Sydney Olympic. So very exciting. Make sure you tune in to those midweek knockout semi-finals. McAtamney with the ball into the area towards Burton, just over her head. Probably the smallest player on the pitch, Bo Burton. It's impressive that she jumped up to score the header in the first half. But she's certainly got a bit of a, spring in her step and right place, right time. Well placed header to give the Tigers the 1-0 lead. This is the first of the round 21 NPL New South Wales women's games. Other teams to play tomorrow. McMahon challenging Davey. Davey's given up the corner. So some other games being played tomorrow. 3 p.m. The match of the round will be Sydney Olympic versus Manly United at Jubilee Stadium. That should be a very good game. I will update the full schedule after this corner's taken. To the feet of McNulty. McAtamney, with the ball in. Kuhn tried to a sneaky little flick. Didn't quite come off. Free kick's been given for a off the ball incident. Or a late on the ball incident. Will be taken by Dashko. Quickly to Delaharp. The other games all being played at 5 o'clock will be Arpia versus Sydney Uni, Blacktown Spuns v Macarthur Rams at the Blacktown Football Park, Emerging Jets taking on the Bulls FC Academy at Macedonia Park, and at the Lake Macquarie Complex, and it's Illawarra Stingrays v the Bulls FC Academy at Macedonia Park. And then at 5:30, wrapping up the round, the Northwest Sydney Spirit against UNSW at Christie Park. So plenty of exciting matchups to come tomorrow. Tigers Super Saturdays have been a bit of a success for them this season, playing their senior squads late on a Saturday night. Some of the other teams doing similar initiatives, playing some of their games on Saturday nights to change things up, get some more spectators in. And I think it also suits the players' schedules a little bit better, playing late on a Saturday rather than Sunday. A lot of them, working full-time as well as playing elite level football. Hyun will take it long. Off the head of Tanaka. Tigers have it back. McNulty to her captain, Lily McMahon. McAtamney with a good ball forward to McMahon. Here she comes, Lily McMahon. Trying to get onto her left foot. Won the corner there, Lily McMahon, with some good dribbling. No, it will be a goal kick, I apologise. She's not got the success there. Edwards. Able to turn and play forward. Cross played early by Della Hart. There were no Ravens ready for it. As the wind is picking up here at North Taramara, which I'm not even sure it could do. It's already been plenty windy in the first half. Evans, not quite. That ball was aimed at Burton. Tanaka gets the throw in. Good ball inside. Burton's quick enough to get to it before Tanaka, though. Kitch did well to beat the press, and here come the Tigers. McMahon, who's inverted a little bit out of her normal wing roll, and McAtamney's drifted a bit wider. Hyun to Evans. Evans tries to turn, didn't work. Balls to Edwards. Sliding tackle made by Hyun. The Ravens still have it though. Here's Deborah and Della Harp. Can't get the shot off. The foul's been given and the yellow card awarded to Deborah and Della Harp after a little bit of hacking at ankles there. Ball sends it forward. Off the head of Dashko. To Della Harp driving forward. McMahon coming in pursuit. Ball tried to beat Keach over the top. Not to be. Keach's been very strong at the back tonight, not letting much through. Copus Brown on the ball. Out wide to Della Harp. She forces Hyun to keep the ball in. And she's won the throw-in, Deborah and Della Harp. The Ravens wanted more, though. They were arguing for a foul for Hyun's sliding challenge. That cross is very high into the area. Onto the back post. Nobody's connected yet. And it goes out for a goal kick. So they're starting to put some good balls in, the Ravens, but they're not being received by anyone. Tigers look to be a little bit more cohesive as a group. A bit more on the same page as each other. Wilson's tackled by Brewers. Fouled. Ravens not happy with the call. Nonetheless, Wilson fell over and referees awarded the foul. Here's Cage. Out to Hyun. Both of those players have been really crucial for the Tigers backline. They're both new to the club, as is Abby Middleton, putting that ball in now. Ball in, Edwards. She's offside, flags up. A couple of times tonight, the Ravens squandered their own chances by going a bit too early. McNulty to Evans. Ravens win the ball back. Keach though. Just a brick wall at the back tonight. To come off the outside of Howard's boot. Bit of a missed kick from her. Once again, Keach to the ball first. Hyun finds McAtamney. Davey looking long. It's over. The head of Wilson. Foot race now. Chalakian and Keach. Ravens have the throw. After her first half injury, they're without Brianna Bacchini, who's normally such a threat on throw-ins. Got a long throw that basically serves as a cross. Unfortunately, she was taken off the field in what looked like a nasty incident, so hopefully nothing major for her. Appeared to be an ankle injury of some sort. Here's Chalakian. Back to Brewis. Brewis with the cross. Didn't really find anyone. Ravens throw in. Much to the Tigers' surprise. Lily McMahon thought she'd done enough. Cross comes in. Ravens appealing for handball. Play on, says the referee. Here comes McNulty. She's doing just that. Playing on at speed is Hannah McNulty. To McMahon and back to McAtamney. The three mooks of the Tigers getting involved in things together. Ball to Edwards. Can't keep it in. Dashko. The ball forward to Chalakian. Good defense from Isabella Keach, sorry. She was quite the find for the Tigers in the off-season. Played most of the season for them, and last season she was just playing in the local district in the Manly Warringah Football Association. I believe for Manly Vale, so she has stepped up big time to the NPL 1 competition. As the cross comes in from Deborah Andela Harp, cleared away by Keach. Brewis with a shot. Hall with a nice save. Tackle made by Lara Brewers, who's Chalakian. Shots blocked by Keach. And it's Mikatamni with some clever footwork to retain possession. She finds grass. Now Evans. Evans can't keep it in. Heavy touch from her. Off the head of Wilson and out for a Ravens throw in. Tigers have it, not for long. Falls back to Dashko. Keach in the way of that long ball. To Edwards. Tackle made by Grass. Captain Kim Davey on the ball at the back. Tigers just proving to be a bit of a brick wall at the back. Ravens can't find a way through it at the minute. We're about halfway through this second half. And as things stand now, the Northern Tigers up 1-0 over the Gladesville Ravens. Ball forward for Edwards. It's Hall who can dribble it back into her own box and pick it up. Played quickly to Hewen. Now McMahon. McMahon to Burton. Clever little ball. Tanaka's coming in defence, but ball inside to McMahon. McMahon with a strike! Great save by Paragira at the back for the Ravens. Clever piece of play by the Tigers to work it up their left-hand side. Burton and McMahon combining really well there for the Northern Tigers. They've got another corner here. That's how they scored their goal tonight. Can they make it two? Tamni with two hands in the air. Ball into the area. Towards Paragira. And it snuck its way in. No. Did go in the net. The referees awarded a free kick to Romina Paragira. She got hands to the ball, dropped it. And then there was a bit of a scuffle at the near post. The ball did sneak over the line. Goal has been awarded after checking with the assistant referee. The Ravens are not happy. They are protesting that call with the referee, but nonetheless, the goal will stand. And the Tigers are up 2-0 here at North Turramurra. Talk on the sideline is that it's an in the, crowded box. I couldn't quite work out who it was, perhaps McNulty, but don't, quote me on that one. Paragira is not happy. She's come all the way out to speak directly to the lineswoman. The goalkeeper of the season of 2023 for the whole NPL competition She's still fuming, Paragira. She will be carded here for this outburst. She is being walked back to her goal by Ravens captain, Kimberly Davey, being told to calm down. She's got to be careful with Paragira if she keeps going. The Ravens will end up a man down without their starting goalkeeper. Let's see if that sort of drama can unleash something out of the Ravens, perhaps spark a bit of energy after they feel they've been wronged. Dashko with a header. Pause to Tanaka. Copus Brown, good use of her body. McMahon's got it here. She's surrounded by Ravens, but she's won the throw. So a little bit of controversy to liven things up here at North Taramara. Tigers up 2-0. And both of them off of corners, so Ravens will want to be careful to not give many more of those away. McNulty coming in pressure. Paragira kicks it long. It's Edwards on the ball. To Della Harp. Went out before she could get to it. Former Perth Glory and Sydney FC player is Deborah Ann Della Harp. Good amount of experience for her. She represented Australia at youth level under 19s before switching her allegiance to Ireland last year. So she's a good pickup for the Gladesville Ravens. Balls back to Davey. A little bit of room here, the captain. Ravens seem to be playing more of, certainly in attack, playing more 3 at the back, pushing more players forward, trying to find goals. Ball forward to McMahon. McMahon taking on Dashko. Heavy touch means Dashko can make the tackle. Della Harp on the ball now to Brewis. Good tackle by McNulty. And McNulty still on the ball. She's still going. She sent Brewis onto the floor. But she made up for her mistake. Lara Brewis getting up, making the tackle. So that's a good fight from her. Keach with the ball over the top. Paragira will get to it. Chalakian gets the ball first, but she heads straight to a Tiger. It's Josie Wilson. And now Abby Middleton on the ball, driving forward. Inside to Burton. Burton spinning around on it. Back to grass. And now McAtamney. McAtamney tries to beat Halls. Still going, still trying to take her on. Halls is a strong defender, so eventually decides against it. McMahon with a clever ball in behind. McAtamney and Halls going for it. But it goes out. About 15 minutes, barring any injury time. 15 minutes to go here at North Taramara. Tigers are up 2-0. The Ravens need to start the comeback now if they're to get points here tonight. Hall is heading out well wide to just ensure it goes out for the goal kick. Also snuck under the net. The net between the main field and the warm-up field, so all scurried under to go and grab it. Here come the Ravens. Although good use of her body from McAtamney to keep the ball. Ravens didn't think so. Thought it was a bit more of a shoulder charge. First substitutions of the game for the Northern Tigers here. Coming from the field, Shadeen Evans and Jade McAtamney. Someone was just awarded a yellow card. I'm not quite sure who or what for, since play was stopped. But coming into the action for the Northern Tigers, number 44, Blake Hughes, and number 14, Beth Bernardi. Got a few Blake Hughes fans in the crowd here tonight. McNulty trying to flick it over the top of Davey. Didn't work, but she's got the ball back. Still in the corner. Davey. Straight into Hughes. And out over the sideline, Davey on the second attempt. Blake Hughes has quite the throw in on her. Bit of a cannon from the sideline from Blake Hughes. Keach with the header. I feel like I've said that several times tonight. Lily McMahon with the strike. Just across the face. She had Howard beat for speed. She had Paragira beat with the shot. But it was just across the face of goal. Lily McMahon would love to continue her goal streak. I'm sure she had 2 last week against the MacArthur Rams and 1 the week prior in the loss to RPL Leichhardt here at North Turramurra. So 3 goals in 2 games right now for her. Here comes Brewers for the Ravens. Brewers towards Chalakian. Keach with a good clearing ball. She finds McMahon, who's sort of swapped over to the right-hand side. McNulty sort of all on her own. Here comes Hughes. The substitute. With the cross. Lovely left foot ball towards the back post. Just over the head of McMahon on the bounce. Here comes Middleton. Tries to take on Tanaka. Wins the throw in. Burton to Wilson. They've lost the ball here, the Tigers. Chalakian, the ball forward. I think she thought Edwards would run towards it. Didn't happen though. Cage back to Hall. And now out wide to Wilson. Cage once more. Grass to McMahon. Back to Grass. Now Middleton. Too heavy off the boot from Grass. But that was some good plays. For the Tigers, they're looking really strong at the minute. Here comes the Ravens change in the second half. Coming from the field is Deborah Ann Delaharp, and entering the action, number 27, Cora Villa. Cora is new to the Ravens, previously having been a Northern Tiger herself. So, game she'll want to really prove herself in, prove she made the right move down to Gladesville. Good defensive positioning from Wilson. Shalakian working hard in pursuit, but when you're all on your own, the Tigers' backline was able to play around her with relative ease. Hyun did well to keep that ball in. And a nice ball to Hughes. Clever little flick over Dashko. The Tigers aren't happy. They thought she was fouled after that. Played on. There is the foul. Dashko with a very strong challenge on Blake Hughes. It'll be Hyun who takes the free kick. She normally takes them from about this deep anyway, but especially with McTamney off the field. Middleton trying her best to keep it in. Not to be. We are into single digits in terms of minutes to go here at North Turramurra. Less than 10 now. Ravens really need to come. Now they're 2 goals down. If they're to get even just 1 point out of tonight's match, they need to make an impact now. Dashko hits the referee. It's probably, could that happen for the Ravens really? It was headed straight for a Tiger. But of course they were the last to touch it, so they get the ball back. And straight away, hit the referee again. Will they go 3 in a row here? Tanaka will receive the drop ball again, and she will be trying not to hit the referee, who's quickly got out of the way to avoid that happening. Laura Brewer struggling to find an option, especially with Burton defending well. Edwards has come short to receive it. Villa through legs of Hughes to find Copus Brown. Tigers have it back. Here's Hughes on the ball. Here goes Blake Hughes. She's beat Dashko. She would have had the free kick. Otherwise, Dashko got legs. And it will be a goal kick after that challenge between Davey and Hughes. But a good run out of the left back. Good tackle made by Hyun. She flattened Dashko in the process. Strong challenge, but a fair challenge nonetheless. Tigers will be making another substitute here. It's Hannah McNulty, who after a strong performance makes her way from the field. Coming into things is number 16, Olivia Cartwright. Substitutions also being made for the Ravens. Libby Copus Brown headed to the bench. And into the action is number 7, Renee Poutney. And that, I believe, is the Ravens' all 3 substitution windows. So Eliza Coleman and Natalie Sproul will be unable to enter the action after Coach Guillermo Rubio has exhausted all 3 of his substitution windows. 1 in the first half and 2 in the second half here for the Ravens. Tigers still have 1 window to go. Good defense from Hyun. Here she goes again, Alex Hyun. And Grass did well to beat Poutney. Tries to get that ball over the top to Middleton, which would have been lovely, but good defense from Brewers. Here's Middleton. Cross comes into Bernardi. And it's in! I think it was Cartwright who finished it into the roof of the net. Sort of stole Beth Bernardi's goal there. But nonetheless, the Tigers will be happy with that one. It's now 3-0, and I think that settles things here at North Turramurra. Tigers will take 3 points out of this one after a good team performance. Lovely goal there to just seal the win for the Northern Tigers. Beth Minardi may be a little bit disappointed though. Goal almost stolen off the line by Olivia Cartwright, who will claim the last touch after Bernardi really did all the work with the finish. Cartwright can claim she was just making sure it made its way over the line. It was trickling in slowly. Cross comes in from Edwards. Chalakian with a hit. Blocked by Wilson. Here comes the Tigers once more. Out to Burton. Howard did well in defence for the Ravens. Now Brewis. Plays it forward to nobody there. Final substitution for the Tigers is just getting ready to come on. Here's Hyun. It's Alex Hyun. Still on the ball is Hyun. Now Keach with a good ball to Cartwright. Sort of snuck through her. Dangerous ball back for the Ravens to Paragira. Bernardi to McMahon to Cartwright. Tries to flick it over the top to Burton. Ravens come away with it. Not for long. Bernardi's strong in defence. Here's the Ravens. Villa moving forward. Tanaka. Now to Edwards. Out wide to Chalakian. Hyun though. Did enough. Final substitutions of the night. Coming from the field is Bo Burton, the first goal scorer. And entering the action is Phoebe Riley for the Northern Tigers. And I thought the Ravens had used all their windows, but perhaps with Pacini being injured and that being the reason for the sub, they're allowed an extra. Natalie Sproul will come into things in place of Isabella Edwards. Chalakian. It'll be a corner. She was just trying to clear the ball, but it almost looked for a moment there like Josie Wilson would finish into her own net. Luckily, not the case. Corner taken by Tanaka. Hyun jumped up to make the clearing header. It's Halls on the ball now from the other side. Regular corner taker for the Ravens. Patricia Charalambus wasn't available tonight. And there's Dashko. Ball into the area. Cora Villa. Villa with a strike straight into Keach. Here's Sproul on the ball. Aiming for Chalakian. A little bit too heavy. Amy Hall in no mad rush to get this ball back into play, as the game has ticked down past the 45. Referee's told her to hurry things up so that she can call full time, I think. Maybe a little bit of injury time. Lily McMahon with a great ball over the top to Middleton. And Middleton has a run towards goal here now. Good save by Paragira. Tigers just taking things slowly here, looking to wind down the clock and come away unscathed with this 3-0 win. Or perhaps they can even go one better. Bernardi loses it out to Tanaka. Poutney out wide to Chalakian. Good ball over the top. Defending was excellent from Kyun. Keach, who has been really strong tonight, playing in a back three setup, lone centre back, and just let nothing through. Isabella Keach. Great ball over the top. Blake Hughes working hard to try and get there. Paragira just in time. Heads long. And once again it's Keach who sends it back the way it came. Now Phoebe Riley finds Hughes. I thought it stayed in, clearly not. Goal kick. Taken too quickly for the Ravens, but it doesn't matter now. The Tigers get a lovely win here over the Gladesville Ravens, 3-0. Goals to Bo Burton, what I believe was an own goal for the second one, and then Olivia Cartwright with the third goal here. Comprehensive winners, the Northern Tigers, and that will see them take over the Ravens' position on the ladder. Tigers jump up to 5th, Ravens slip to 6th, and we are into the last stage of the competition, the all-important push to finals. This game could be crucial for both of these sides. I'm Annabelle Bamfield, and it's been my pleasure to take you through this game. Hope you all have a good evening and tune in to some of the games tomorrow.